Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Deadly Invaders, Virus Outbreaks Around the World, from Marburg Fever to Avian Flu, by Denise Grady. Narrated by Susan Bennett.
An emerging threat. An illness sweeps the globe. In a matter of months, nearly 2 million people die, and another 8.5 million are hospitalized, just in the United States. Makeshift hospitals must be set up in schools and armories because the real ones have run out of space. There are not enough respirators to save all the patients who can't breathe. Riots break out at clinics. Vaccine trucks are hijacked. There are power failures and shortages of food and gasoline because utility workers and truck drivers are too sick or too afraid to go to work. Morgues and funeral homes are overwhelmed. That story may sound like a movie plot, but it was actually part of a report issued by government health officials late in 2005, describing what could happen in the United States if there is a flu pandemic, an epidemic that spreads all over the world. It is humbling and frightening to realize that a seemingly ordinary disease could cause such chaos in a modern, technologically sophisticated country like the United States. But the threat posed by influenza and other infectious diseases is real. The dangers go far beyond illness itself, because epidemics can cause widespread panic and disorder. They can also result in tremendous financial losses, as people stay home from work and school and quit doing many other routine things that help keep a nation's economy afloat, such as traveling, shopping, and going to movies and restaurants. The possibility of a flu pandemic has become a major concern for scientists and governments around the world. The level of alarm about possible outbreaks was not always so high. During the 1960s and part of the 1970s, the United States and other industrialized countries lived in a sort of contented bubble. They believed that infectious diseases would soon be defeated, wiped out or at least brought under control, by vaccines that prevented illness and antibiotics that cured diseases by killing bacteria. For a while, the idea seemed reasonable enough. Antibiotics to fight illnesses like pneumonia and infection in cuts and wounds came into use during the 1940s. So did flu vaccine. And through the following decades, vaccines were developed to prevent many other viral diseases. Before the development of these medicines, families had lived in fear that children would be crippled or even killed by polio. Parents had also dreaded a host of unavoidable childhood diseases that could be quite debilitating, including mumps, measles, German measles, and chickenpox. But by the 1960s, all those diseases except for chickenpox could be prevented by vaccines, and a chickenpox...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?